YUNKJunk.
So we realized
Hi.
that this podcast is just going to become a Steely Dan fan podcast.
Well, it's the Steely fan.
Steely fan. It's gonna be called Can I Steal You?
Steely
What?
fan. Come on.
Steely fans.
How about
That's
Babylon
good.
Brothers?
Ooh.
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 Are we telling
Yeah.
Are we telling ghost stories now?
Everybody brought their thinking
Ooh.
cap, I see.
Looks like we're here to play today. Here, let me catch my focus.
Steely Dan.
Babylon Brothers.
Who's the best Steely Dan tribute band?
What are they called?
Winner of multiple awards for best tribute band.
What's the name of the band?
It didn't fucking tell me immediately. Oh, they're called the Ultimate Steely Dan Tribute Band.
Come on.
That can't be right. Oh,
Why would-
Steely Dane. It's called Steely Dane.
I don't like that.
I hate it. I'm so sorry I read this to you guys.
Yeah, you've ruined this podcast pretty much. Like what could have been, Zach.
In
Are they
2001, VH1 ranked Steely Dan as the 82nd on the greatest artist of all time.
Steely Dan. What was that? I think you should leave.
Daniel.
No, the other one.
No.
That-
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Forrest
Yes.
Gump saying Steely Dan?
Oh, it's 1,000% Steely Dan.
You remember the
I love
70s?
I love that thing so much. I watched it over and over.
So did I.
It's just
It's
funny
big.
as fuck.
Me and Nick Fenton thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I remember talking to Nick about that. We said it at the same time. I was like, I don't really do Broadway, but, and he's like, me neither, but, and then we both said, but there's this thing called Oh Hello, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
But
And that was like the
oh,
beginning.
Comedy brings people together.
It's hilarious. I went to a play last night with Shia LaBeouf in it.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned that. That was our cliffhanger from last week. Was it
Was it?
good?
Oh, it was fucking excellent. That dude's the best actor in the world.
He really is so talented.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was in like a small black box theater, like, I don't know, 40, 50 people.
I feel like I need more light.
How's he doing these days? Where's he on the spectrum of Shia
Can't wait.
LaBeouf?
I think he has to be very tame and polite and not himself for a long time because he's got to win everybody back. But his talent will do that. It's fucking undeniable.
What did he do? Hit some lady.
He did a few things.
Oh,
He was a woman beater?
was that Mia Goth? That was his lady.
No, it was the one before her.
No, he was with the singer.
FKA Twigs.
Yeah.
What is that? A website?
I think it's her initials, maybe. I don't know.
She's
Yeah,
a
it is.
dancer. She used to date Rob Pattinson.
The
I don't mind-
Battinson.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson.
All right, governor.
If you saw her on Bumble, would you let her give you a shout out or whatever?
I don't think it's up to us.
Zach?
Is that what they're calling blowjobs these days? Shout outs? I don't like that. That's
Ah!
a cool term I'm going to steal for sure.
You got to shout the penis out. Shout it out.
It's more metaphorical.
No, it's literal. You put it in and you shout it out.
It's got to be
What would you
something
do?
porn out there where women are just like,
Can you imagine
Ah!
that?
Ah!
Reunite your dick.
yeah, that's your microphone.
Listen.
Ah!
Yell at your microphone.
You don't have to blow me. Just scream at my penis. Just scream at
fucking
it.
Spit on me.
That is a
God.
thing. I heard a comedian like Tim Dillon talk about that. Apparently in like the fat community, it's a thing to like grab someone's fat and just scream at it. Like as a romance thing. Naturally, I've
Oh.
grabbed a lot of people since. Because this is Philly. We're a fat ass city.
And you scream at their bellies.
She's thick.
I feel like two of us shaved. Did you shave, Zach? Did you have a beard?
I might have last time. I'm so hungover. I look terrible.
What happened?
I went to a Shia LaBeouf play.
Fuck yeah.
Got hammered
Fuck
with
yeah.
a bunch of actors, that after you see a band or, whatever you do, Terry, and you're just like, after.
Yeah.
After I shoot a
You got
commercial.
all excited and reviewing play.
Just jacked to the tits. Oh, we got to fucking just act our asses off.
Yeah.
Just talking craft,
I know that feeling. I mean, that was the perk of going to an art school. Like, I swear, the inspiration, you go and just, it doesn't have to be like a music performance that you see like an art exhibit or acting, and you just
Or
go back
even
to your
when we were
room.
just hanging out. When we would just, and then let alone like if we're partying together, like at our school, like it was just all talking shop, and it was all inspiration, and it was everyone you were around was someone that was like crazy, unique.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of hot gay guys too at art school, right?
I hope.
So many,
It definitely was.
dude. So many.
I'm so horny right now. It's crazy.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
On this week's on Zach's Horny, the
Guys,
segment you all signed up for.
Let's just talk about fucking poon, Let's just fucking talk poon, guys.
Talking about poon talk.
Man, I love it. Don't you guys love it? I love it so much.
It's great.
Yeah.
Are you on testosterone or something?
Am I what?
Are you like on testosterone or something?
No.
Is this
funny
just
you
your
should-
time of day?
No, whatever reason, like if I'm hungover, it makes me horny.
It's because your
Cole
body.
says that.
Yeah, your body's tired. It's like morning wood.
Yeah, I don't get that anymore because my testosterone is not good.
What happened?
Did you guys have a wet dream when you were a kid? Like, did you actually
Oh,
have a wet
so
dream?
many.
Really?
Many.
No, I never did.
So
Yeah,
many.
I thought that was a myth.
I did too.
No, a lot. Dude, like I've even it hasn't happened in a while, but I probably 2 years ago, still
2
having.
years ago.
You
Yeah.
wake up like, what
You were
the
going
fuck?
through
Like, you look,
puberty? You mean 2 years?
Yeah, like wake up like as it's happening, like what the oh my god.
ah. It's so funny. You can make
Cole,
yourself
god
fucking-
damn it.
no, stop.
Oh,
You can make yourself ejaculate with your fucking mind, bro. You didn't
Yeah.
even touch yourself.
it's fucking insane, dude. It's really weird.
No, but you're probably like rubbing on the bed, and that's definitely what it is.
No, lying on your back,
Just gravity doing the work, baby.
just
Yeah.
rocked up.
Sometimes you piss your pants.
Hanging
I
on
get it.
to gravity's fat hips and
Screaming at it.
screaming at him.
Maybe it's the spirits. Maybe I'm just that more connected.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wait. There's a good pivot there. Do you believe in ghosts / spirits?
No, this is poon talk, baby. Let's keep it straight poon.
What about
Poon
ghost
talk.
poon?
Ooh, ghost
I
poon.
believe in ghosts.
You got me.
Yeah.
I got him back. Ghost poon.
I believe in ghost poon.
Yeah, if it's ghost poon, then maybe I will believe in ghosts. But anything else, just like poon floating up around in the air. I mean, do you guys have any ghost stories?
Poon.
My cousin had a legitimate encounter. Legitimate. Like, so he stayed in he went to University of Delaware. He was the pitcher there. On the baseball team. So they all stayed in a baseball house together. What? Stop it. Better athlete than you ever were, sir.
He's more like he was a catcher.
No, that was you, actor boy.
I did play catcher, ironically. Go ahead.
Yes, you did. I know.
But also
Anyway,
in
so he lived in the baseball house, and he woke up one day, and there was like this kid at the foot of his bed that was like dressed in a baseball uniform, and he was like, "Get away from me! Get the hell away from me!" And like went to tackle him, and the kid shot back, hit the wall, and then went straight up the wall and disappeared. And he like ran out of the room and was like, what the fuck? fuck? And somebody else was like, oh, you just saw Charlie, didn't you? So like
No.
that house is just chilling with ghosts, and it has been for a while. He also there was a psychic in their house for like his sister had a birthday or something, and mom thought, oh, let's get a medium here, that'll be fun. And he was like 4. Maybe like 4 or 6 at the time. And she kept looking at him. My aunt tells a story. She kept looking at him and being like, and eventually she went up to my aunt and was like, can I talk to your son real quick? And she's like, ugh, do not freak this kid out right now. Don't do anything. He's like, sure. And she says, hey, do the lights ever flicker in your room? And he goes, yes. And, he's like 4 or 5. Like, he's not going to lie. He goes, yes. He goes, oh, that's your aunt waving to you. And our aunt had, like, just passed away, and that lady did not know that. So it was just a bizarre circumstance. So that kid was always touched. Yeah. He just got married.
I've got a couple. I had a recurring one in my house in Brooklyn that was fucked up, like very scary, to the point where I didn't do a seance, but I tried to like reset the energy in the room. Like I forget what I got, but I got like, I looked up some stuff about like putting salt. It was like that serious. I forget exactly what I did, but anyway, what would happen to me pretty frequently, I would like wake up in the middle of the night during my sleep, and I would see like an arachnoid figure, like a spider-like figure, but it was like the size of like my whole ceiling, like hovering over me and getting closer.
Did you have paralysis?
I've looked that up, and I think it may have been a form of sleep paralysis, but I don't know. I've never suffered from it anywhere else that I've ever lived. Yeah. And like to the point where like I would be like, I'd wake up and be like, holy shit, what the fuck? Stand up, get out of my bed, run to the other side of the room, turn the lights on. And as soon as I turn the light on, I was like, and I'm like, oh my God, like that was really, like that was so real, And it happened like 5 times.
It's really weird. So you're saying essentially a spider's been jacking you off all these years?
That's what those wet dreams were.
Throwback.
That's where I was going to go. That's where I was going to go with my second story.
Shooting webs, man.
Yeah. Dude.
You have a ghost experience. You have to move the next day.
Mm-hmm.
How do you stay in that home? Just
Dude,
knowing.
One time I was having a sleepover at my friend's house. I was like 10 years old. And like every time we had a sleeper, shut the fuck up. Every time we had a sleepover, it was like a rule. We had to stay up. Yeah, yeah, we started early, but we would stay up as late as we could. And it was my friend Nick. Cole, Nick. You guys might have met him. And we're in his basement, and I'm watching TV. And of course, it's like 3 a.m. So at that point, it's like infomercials for like hair loss and shit. And
girls gone wild.
Yes, definitely. And I'm watching, and all of a sudden I hear in the background a woman moaning. And
nice.
Yeah, and I swear, 10 years old, I was like, something's going in the back. It was a guy being like interviewed, like, oh, I love this stuff. This is great. And it's getting louder and louder, like, whoa, oh, oh. And I swear it was a person to the right of me screaming. It was like a human voice screaming. And of course, I freaked the fuck out. I woke my friend up, and I remember I was like shaking. It was, and I don't believe in ghosts. And I swear this happened. So my realistic brain, throughout the years, I've been trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I remember telling my friend Nick, I was like, maybe your parents were having sex? And he's like, no, let's not think about that one. And I maybe there was a window open. It was 100% a person's voice. Maybe somebody was trying to fuck with me, and it worked. But if that wasn't it, then what the fuck was it? And I remember I never wanted to go in that basement ever again, or be alone in that basement.
I like that
yeah.
somehow all of these stories did kind of have ghost poon. You know, everyone stayed kind of on target there. That was nice.
That was nice.
That was nice. I mean, funny thing about poon, one of my employees came to me the other day and was working in our electrical closet and comes out and it's like white-faced. And he's like, I think there's someone having sex out there. And we're like, what? And we all go in the electrical room and you can absolutely hear it. You hear this guy and this girl talking and he's like, yeah, put it in me. And we confirmed something was happening. We have no idea what it is. There's a studio like 2 doors down that has dancers in it from time to time. But the electrical closet goes into a hallway. So I was like, is this like a casting couch situation? But then I'm like, why would the casting couch be in the hallway? But people were boning.
You do it anyway.
They absolutely were.
Yeah.
I
Confirmed.
feel bad for my neighbor. I got real thin walls. Do you guys, how vocal are you during intercourse?
I'm very.
Not at all.
That gets me going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is
It works.
Affirmation type stuff, or you get weird with it?
Affirmation.
I don't want to say too much out of respect to my wife, but it's more like, yeah. You wish I was cold, don't you?
No, shut the fuck up.
I'm like,
You say that, or she does?
She's like, call me Cole, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll call you Cole. Cole, and then we both, yeah.
What about with the other girls you have sex with?
That aren't your wife.
Me?
Yeah. All the other ones.
Yeah, it's just always Cole, and they don't understand. Just fucking go with it, and they're like, okay.
Cole.
And they're like, whatever, you're still gonna pay me, right? I'm like, yes, fuck Cole, chill. And
Here,
yeah.
put on this backwards hat.
Cole strikes me as a dirty talker.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
he doesn't want to.
Okay, cool. I myself can't do it. I get so embarrassed because I want to. I want to be like, fuck yeah. But, can't do it. Especially with somebody I care about. It just feels so weird because they want it, the most. Because some women like it a little rough, if you know what I'm saying. But if I care about you, I can't call you a bitch or, a slut.
Mm.
Some people want to be called little sluts when you have sex with them.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah, if you're like really in the moment, and then later on you like regret it.
Yeah, when you're
Easily happen.
that.
Well, there's also, it depends on where on the equilibrium inebriation wise you are as well. I've definitely said some things that I regret in the heat of the moment. Like, there's been a couple times where it'll like stop it like dead in the heat of the moment. Like, what did you just say?
Oh.
No. I'm sorry. That was stupid. That was no, I didn't mean it.
Back in the day, I had a girl who's like very, very physical, and I don't fuck with that. And it kept happening. She kept grabbing my neck to the point where I had to stop it and be like, no.
Yeah,
like the child.
I never got down with the rough stuff either. That's too tricky there.
Ever choked anybody?
Well, yeah, when it's when it's been asked, but a little bit. I'm not gonna like do like what you see in like porn and shit like that. Never gonna go that far.
It's a very wide neck.
You ever, it's gross one I hate, and it's only happened this one chick, but she likes it. When they ask you to spit in their mouth.
No.
I've been there.
No one's ever said that. Nope. Like, just in the world, no one said that. That's a lie. That's not a thing. No. As far as the dirty talk thing, no, I'm a silent warrior. I'm a silent assassin. And but I do remember one of the funniest things I ever heard was this was at Penn State. My buddy Pat was upstairs and I was downstairs with my buddy TJ. It was a big party, but it was at his house. And, he's down talking to us, Pat, and then he's like, all right, there's a girl upstairs. Gotta go. So he goes upstairs. The girl's laying in there. And then you just hear the door slam. And he goes, are you ready for the machine? And it made me laugh every day for the rest of my life. It's my favorite thing ever, sex related.
Did he do it to make you laugh?
I don't know if he did it to make me laugh. I don't think so because he was kind of drunk. So I'm guessing that was just in him. I mean, his name was Pat Breen, so I think he was doing Pat Breen the Machine. And I think he was just like, are you ready for the machine? It was my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Try to switch positions.
There's so many things.
My neck hurts.
What did you guys think of the 1990s Chicago Bulls?
Oh, there we go.
Let me tell you.
Nice shirt.
I love this shirt.
You know what I love that I've been meaning to get is those old school Bulls. I get ads from like all over my social media. Those school Bulls jersey, like
Shorts?
the shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Or
authentic
like-
shorts.
Orlando Magic shorts.
Yeah, those are all the
That's
ones
what
that
I want.
pop up.
The pinstripe.
Yeah, I was looking at a thread the other day too. The fucking NBA uniforms right now compared to the 90s, dude.
The
This shit,
Raptors.
bro, it just every team, like they
I know.
completely have just fumbled the whole look.
Yeah, it's so simple now.
Yeah, they're trying to do. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do this minimalist thing. They're trying to like make a lot of them look like banners, but a jersey's supposed to be a jersey. A banner's supposed to be a banner. A toe's a toe. A roll's a roll. We don't get no toes. We don't get no rolls.
Holes and holes.
So I have an idea. So we have to, this episode, I think we have to create an app. But you have to do it based on one word that I give you. Maybe it's the name of the app. And I was trying to come up with some words. And so maybe this is in line with what we've been talking about, Poon. So we're still doing Poon talk. But it could be about anything.
Poon
So
cat.
this app is called Squirt. So what's this app about?
What's it called again?
Squirt.
Okay.
It's about rating condiments.
Mhm.
Okay.
They sell garden hoses.
Well, you want to know what it actually is? Because this app exists.
Of course it
That's
does.
it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Gay fuck app.
Squirt. Find hot, local, gay, or bi men and search for the best cruising
Yes.
spots on Squirt.
Oh, shit.
You can especially find gay Australia hookups. Oh,
Australia.
how are we
Australia?
different? Hang on. How are we different from other gay hookup apps? Well, that's ... Gotta click.
We go down under.
Oh. Ooh, shit.
I think my computer just
How do you-
prevented me from
How do
clicking
you
it.
say squirt?
My mouse
with an
just
Australian
died.
accent?
All right, I'll download it, guys.
How do you say
Your mouse
squirt
died?
with an Australian accent?
All right, about. Oh, boy.
Squit. Squit.
You fucking
Squat.
squat. mate.
Welcome to
Squirt.
squirt.org, the ultimate destination for gay and bisexual men looking for gay hookups, casual encounters, gay cruising spots, and more. I don't even know what cruising is. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a curious beginner in online dating, gay cruising tend to be cautious when looking to hook up with other gay singles, Squirt.org offers a safe and anonymous platform to explore your sexual desires and connect with like-minded individuals. That's right. What is this pod? Sponsored by Squirt.org.
Or is it org?
At its core, it's a hookup site. We boast a massive user base. Yeah.
I'm boasting a massive boner right now.
Come on. You can do better. Try again. You're boosting a massive...
Boina.
Fine.
How can I find gay men for anonymous gay sex on Squirt?
That's so good.
Oh, how can I be successful while hunting gay males in my area?
Oh, dude, you're good at that.
Thanks. It's also stuck in my work computer's search history. So this is awesome.
Don't.
Yeah.
There would be hilarious.
You guys want to try an Australian accent?
Good day, mate.
Crikey, take a look at the size of that croc.
Good on ya.
I have an
Look at
impression
the
of
cock.
Australian porn stars. My impression. This is it. Oh my God, it's so big.
That's not Australia. That's like New Zealand.
Holy freaking crap! Look at that wiener.
What is that? Who is that? Is that like,
It's like
was that-
Fargo.
that was like Wyoming?
Oh crap!
Oh shucks.
Jeez, look at
Don't
that.
you know? Well, that's got to be the biggest cock. I can't even.
That's when he pulled out his tallywhacker behind the snack shack.
Chicago.
Are there any like porn stars that have a Midwestern accent? I feel like I would notice that.
That's all the Midwest produces is porn stars.
I know. I know you're right.
Yeah. It's like if you're a skank from the Midwest, you go into porn.
Check out that fucking skank right there. Your bud.
I don't know. I think I've realized in my greater years, I'm not the best with accents.
Jeez.
I used to be.
If
When
I'm
the type.
go ahead.
That was it. I think I used to be when I was a kid. I think I used to, flex that muscle. But I just haven't done accents in forever. I love listening to people do accents. I fucking, I've gone down the rabbit hole on YouTube of like watching dialect coaches break down actors' accents from certain movies and like say, what was right about it, what was good about it, what was wrong about it.
I've seen those.
Yeah, I love those. Like, I think like Maxim or something, or GQ, it gets a guy that comes in and does it. It's a whole series. And then I love impressions. I follow fucking Frank Caliendo on Instagram, and he breaks down he teaches how to do different accents.
Yeah, he was great.
There's always like a word to help you grasp it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got one Robert Downey just phrase. Man. Robert
Sure.
Downey Jr.
Whatever.
Dude. Man.
Of course, we're gonna do it.
Billionaire, philanthropist. That's as far as I can go. Playboy.
Oh,
yeah,
narcissist.
I'm trying to think of some of the people that I do. I'm trying to do like a Columbo. Jamie and I have been watching Columbo.
Like the
Hold on, I wanna
classic
do, like-
TV series?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And just one more thing. So he's got it's very raspy and
Yeah.
but my version of Columbo is like, who the fuck is this guy over here? Get the fuck out of here. Like, he just doesn't like one guy.
Can you just describe to us an average episode of Columbo?
Yeah, this
Oh
is
my
Columbo
God.
cast.
Columbo, it's so great. It's such a great show. And what they do is they show you before he even comes in, they show you the crime. So they show you the person, how they did it, and it's such like a elaborate crime. And then like 10 minutes later, Columbo enters the scene. at like the crime scene, and he's like a bumbling idiot, but he's actually a genius. He's really good at it, and he just basically narrows it down to he knows like immediately who did it, and he like follows them around and just annoys the shit out of them until basically he figures it out and he gets them pissed off where they like sort of admit it, and then finally at the end he goes, "You're under arrest for the murder of blah blah blah," and they just like end up admitting to it. It's such a good show, especially we were watching like the 70s versions, and back in the day they had, Jamie called it, I think it's called a mid or a transatlantic accent. It's like an actor's where it's like sort of like a British accent where even though they're American, they still do this like this stage accent. This like
it was the golden age, like the actors. It was the American accent.
Yeah, like Tony Curtis had that, right? Don't worry, darling, everything will be just fine.
Exactly.
Yes.
That.
Yeah, so like
it's good.
Garth when he
yes.
has sex and he's got the long,
You know I will, darling.
Yes.
Fit in my mouth, baby.
You know I will, darling.
The
Shut
what?
up, you
The
dang-
part right before that, where she's telling him like that he's got to kill the husband, and he's got the gun. He's like, he is a dead man. That's one of my favorite pieces. Oh God,
my
Garth
God,
is
I gotta
amazing.
rewatch that. I gotta rewatch it.
He is a dead man.
Sharon Stone, right?
No, Claudia Fisher.
No,
Schiffer.
No, Claudia Fisher was in the Claudia Schiffer. Yeah, she's in the first one, right?
Yeah.
It was Sharon Stone that was like all over, like in his lap, and like
Let's look it up.
What?
I thought it was the same lady.
the same lady.
nah. Oh, Dreamweaver.
It was Kim Basinger. Basinger?
Kim Basinger.
But
Her
she's
name-
involved
Her name was
Nah.
Honey Hornet. Honey Hornet.
She was in
He is
The Nice
dead,
Guys?
man.
He
She's also-
a dead man.
She's fucking
she's still very good looking.
Batman.
She's still got it, like naturally good looking.
What do you mean
she's
she was in the
B-Rabbit's
other guys?
mom.
She's the
No, The Nice Guys.
yeah. She's the bad guy.
Yeah, she's the government lady, the mom.
The mom who kills Margaret Qualley, who's her daughter.
Yeah.
Cole, I think actually you and Zach told me to watch that. It's such a fun movie to watch.
Oh, I was gonna
Man,
say, if you haven't
that's
seen The Nice
best
Guys,
movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Shame.
the
loved it. I
fact
loved it.
they didn't make another of one of those is insane. Because those
I
two
think
characters
that
still work.
I think they're talking about doing another one.
That'd be cool.
I think they
God.
are.
There's he did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang too with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Great
Oh, fuck, I've been meaning to watch that. Yes.
There's line in that movie
That
I
was-
think about often.
That was right after all of his shit. Like he wasn't employable right then. That movie more
Yeah.
than Iron Man put him back on the map, really. I mean, Iron Man
Yeah,
obviously
well,
solidified it, but
Who's-
phew.
so he plays an act, or he plays a drug dealer or something,
Yeah.
or like a bad,
Yeah.
outlaw, and then he ends up stumbling into a casting call, and then he gets hired for the gig, and he gets sent out to LA. That's the premise, right? But then he actually gets stuck in the middle of a real crime.
He follows
Yeah.
Val Kilmer around, who's a private detective. And
Val Kilmer, that's it. Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. I want to see that. I've been meaning to watch it.
and he's just like, Downey's character's an idiot. And he goes, what does he say? He goes,
Oh, he's supposed to follow. Yeah, he's supposed to shadow Val Kilmer to learn to play a cop in some role.
the best line. He's yelling at Downey for being dumb. And he's like, "Do you know what you know what you find if you look up the definition of idiot?" And Downey's like, "What? A picture of me?" He's like, "No, the definition of fucking idiot, which you are."
Yeah, I want to watch that.
That one's good. What's her name's real hot in that one there?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, let's get back to.
Oh, is she? Sick.
Honestly,
So-
if we each have our own thing that we bring to the table, like Zach always brings up sex and women.
Because that guy's cool.
I like to come with an idea like an app or a children's book.
That's true.
Did you just
I have to come. What?
Is there any other apps or was it just Squirt?
It's just squirt.
I thought you were gonna have like a list.
The next word was spit.
It's redundant. That's like an add-on to Squirt that for an extra cost.
Oh, you know what it
The
is?
first word.
See,
The
spit.
next one's jizz.
No, the game comes up. Spit's a card game.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
yeah,
I think
yeah,
we all
yeah,
used to
yeah,
play as
yeah.
kids.
You know a game I was talking to my friend about? Remember playing Pickle, Terry?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Pickle.
hours
Where
and
did
hours.
we play pick-
We used
At
to
the
play
pool.
Yeah, man.
in the pool.
No, there was a what even was that? There was just like
Adult Swim. So during Adult Swim, the kids would go out and there was like a little like cement area, like
yeah, it was an open cement spot. Like
where
They don't-
madness would ensue.
yeah, we would just run barefoot playing pickle. Like, did we just come up with that idea, or was that like a neighborhood thing, or like? And
Pickle?
then there was a bat. A thing that we used as a baseball bat. Remember? But
It was a
just
piece of
like,
wood
It was like a broken piece of wood.
that
that
we
we
taped at
kept.
the end.
We kept it there forever. Just
Yeah,
kids
I-
with no one watching them, no supervision.
Yeah, I threw a ball up in the air and I went to catch it, and a kid went to hit the ball and hit me straight in the shoulders.
But you guys
And
would tip it away,
what?
hit each other, right? You could,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
great game. Great fucking
Oh, so that was the best game, man.
game. I miss
now I
it.
want to play.
We would
Smear
play
the queer.
lawn. Terry had the long lawn between him and his other neighbor. That was
Yeah.
our football.
That was our field. That was our everything. It was like perfect to like launch a bomb. Like it was short enough where it wasn't a real bomb, but it felt like a bomb because you could just throw end zone to end zone. It was bigger than the space that was between. You remember Wink's fireplace area, and there was like that big
Yeah.
field. It was around. I think it was a little bigger than that, maybe.
Terry,
Lawns are
those, like-
sweet.
Terry,
Who are those brothers? They were like
Oh.
these.
Troy and
oh, the Paleys?
I remember they were athletes.
no,
We used to-
in Luther's Forest, right?
Yeah. The ones like if you're leaving Wink's house and you're going towards
Right.
Micah's, but you stay on that road.
Yeah, it was like Troy and something. Or Austin and something. Yeah, Austin.
Oh, Adam and Austin.
Adam and Austin.
Yeah, they were a bunch of dorks. But when we were
Yeah.
kids, they.
Crazy Christians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were
Were
they?
they?
Well, I remember the one Austin. I remember turned into like a wannabe tough kid, but he would just sit alone, like with his arms up like this, like in the lunchroom by himself, like looking out. But he was tiny. He was like a small kid, and I just think it just didn't click. He couldn't figure out how to make friends, and then it just got to the point where it's like it's kind of over, dude.
Weird kids.
Yeah.
Terry
That's
and
too
I
bad.
sideline catches every day after school.
Mm-hmm.
The road we got to tiptoe. I was so good. I feel like it really made me a better football player.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't go out for the team. You probably went out for the team because of all the practice we were doing. Like, you had great hands by the end. You know, it was 2 years of just throwing passes, and then like, what happened? You just went out for varsity, right?
No, I played football since 8th grade. I just was so small until.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could have signed up in 7th grade.
Yeah, my first.
You're fast, right?
I was fast as fuck, boy. My first football game ever. I'm playing quarterback, modified 8th grade. It's my first offensive drive. It's like the 3rd play. I take a QB sneak 60 yards to the house. I'm like, I'm going to be the greatest football player who's ever lived. And I didn't score another touchdown until 5 years later, my senior year.
So did you get in your head after
No.
a few games you didn't score a touchdown? You're like, what the fuck? And then were you overthinking it?
No, they just didn't play me.
Oh,
I was I remember, did I tell this story already? Me and Terry went and saw Spider-Man 1 the last day of my 8th grade.
Well, it would have been in 2000.
Yeah, you were a freshman.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
mom-
maybe it was. Yeah, you're right. It was 2002. Is when that came out.
last
So I was a
school.
freshman.
Regardless, me and Terry went and saw Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man with Tobey. And then we came home, and I think, we were jacked up, obviously. And I was like, fuck, I want to be Spider-Man. That'd be sick. And I remember getting home, and everybody was gone, and nobody was home in my house. And I turned on the TV, and I'd never seen Dazed and Confused was on. And I watched Dazed and Confused by myself. And that movie, being like, whatever, Spider-Man was cool, but like, this is like identifying with people, for like the first time. I was like, there's something about this fucking film that left such a print on me that when I was a senior, because I would smoke weed and fuck around, I was like that character. I was so rebellious towards all my coaches, and I fucked myself over because of it. But I felt like, an identity, or I was like, man, there's just something about this movie that I relate with so much more than Spider-Man. And it left a real imprint.
I went the other way.
I remember
I decided to be more like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I was good. I was gonna go that route. I'm trying to think of a movie that I identify that with. I don't know. I loved like just Christopher Guest movies. So Cole and I were just constantly coming up with mockumentary ideas. I loved anything mockumentary.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, it was so funny to do. Everyone did it. Like Reno was doing it. The Office, like maybe The Office ruined it.
no, we were into that before. Remember, I made one my senior year in high school.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
For
I
a
mean,
class that I was in.
what's the famous one? What was the first big one? It was about the band.
Well, Christopher Guest.
Well, yeah, but it was about the band. It was a Christopher Guest movie. I think it was Spinal Tap.
Waiting for
Tap.
Yeah.
Waiting for Guffin was big. Best in Show was
Best in
my,
Show.
That's hilarious.
I still revisit Best in Show from time to time.
You watched the documentary Now series?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Those guys.
I made one my senior year. I was in a new media class, and it was the best class, man. Saratoga, like there was like 8 of us in the class,
And me. I skipped my class just to hang out with you guys.
Well, yeah, it was the last block of the day for me. It's the best. I just look forward to it. We did music videos, we did radio commercials, and then my final project was, we had to submit like a film idea, and only a couple of us got to make it. And they picked mine, and I did a mockumentary about the U.S. national ping pong team, because ping pong was such a big part of our life at that time. We were obsessed with playing ping pong.
It's called Game Point.
Yeah, I called it Game Point. And it was just a mockumentary. It was just like stupid. I wish I still had the file. Like every other day, I'm like, God damn, why didn't I say that? It's probably bad, but I would still love to watch it and laugh at it. And it was me and Luke and Tim Hoover and who else was on our team?
There's Keith and Steve
Keith Simons, right?
and
Steve
Steve.
Prado. Steve Bouchard.
No, Steve Bouchard.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It was good. It was good because we were.
The high school let us use their facilities, and we set up for the big, final match. We set it up in the old basketball gym, and and it was fun. We fucking, we shot our B-roll interviews, in the bleachers and the football.
We did one where we were walking down the hallway and we were looking at different trophies, and we were just like, so I won this one, and it's like a football trophy. It was good. I mean, I respect it because we were like 16, 17 years old making a mockumentary. Other people were probably making, I don't know, we had such a respect for like funny, creative, unique stuff.
And then even the music, I remember taking so seriously the music choices that I made for the mockumentary as well. For the intro, title sequence.
You know what, you should make a fucking intro song for us.
I started one, and I was like trying to like sing vocals, and I thought I was Home Alone, and I had like an auto tune going, and I was like, I was like doing the weirdest, because that's what you do. You just experiment with the weirdest stuff. And I heard my wife downstairs, and I like immediately like put it away. And
oh shit!
And I was like, did you hear it? Did you hear that? She goes, I did. I heard it. I heard that. I was like, that's what I do. But I'm almost done with one. It's fun. It's up tempo. It's upbeat, and
I can't wait to hear it.
I'll try to finish it this weekend.
Ton of them. And I know I said I was going to write fake commercials, and I'll start doing that too. Because we got to figure out what the fuck this podcast is, man. It's fun to bullshit and jerk each other off for an hour. I love it. But what the fuck are we doing here, fellas?
We're making an app. And the app, the word is
fun.
Fun.
Fun?
The
fun app.
Exclamation point. Fun.
Hey, fuck app.
It's called Fuck. F-U-Q. Yeah. Well, what do you guys have? You have any pitches?
Yeah, I think we should just talk about Poon, man. That was my pitch all day. Let's just talk about how women are fucking awesome. How awesome it is to be a straight white man. Sometimes I actually watch Terry's face.
Yeah, I love it. I imagine Terry does like podcasts all day, and they go so well, and then finally he sits down with us, and he's like, God damn it. What am I doing? Why did I just set this up?
Pooncast.
It's a lot like that. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, we said it all yesterday. It is nice to we've done this like 6 weeks in a row now. Not in a row, but we've done it 6 times. So I wouldn't have even seen you guys, if we didn't do something like this. So even if they're not all winners, it's nice to see my friends. A lot of people aren't seeing their friends, but we make time.
Yeah, I get super nervous, and all day long I'm nervous. And then I have to remind myself, no, I'm just like talking to my friends. So like, what's there to be nervous about that? And if something funny happens, something funny happens.
For sure, it's awesome. It's the best. But I'd really like to make some money from this thing.
So, okay. So to do that, you need an advertiser, right? So the only way to get an advertiser is to do something on some sort of topic that can be repeatable, because it's not about talent, and it's not about anything other than showing up over and over and over. The work is showing up and dedicating the hour to this. And if we dedicate more time to it and make the podcast better, through our conversation, then it'll come. But the work of it is showing up. The work of it is committing to doing it every week, and eventually we'll find what it is. You know, it's always been my attitude towards everything is like, none of it matters except for persistence. All that matters is who is the person that showed up the most. And then talent will come in, but talent's not going to get you through it if you're not going to show up every week. So it's like, you know, this is the work. The work is being here and crafting it and getting better at it. And who knows where we'll be by episode 20. Maybe we'll know what the show is.
An OnlyFans podcast. We all just get butt naked. We don't change anything else. We're just butt naked while we're doing it.
You guys want to hear what my gig was last night?
Yeah.
I think people.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of OnlyFans?
No. But I was working with a couple porn stars.
Really?
Male.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a male strip show. Some
When-
male strippers that I had at my bar.
Oh, that's right. You've done that before. You told me about it.
This is the fourth one that I've done. And I made a lot of money bartending. It's all women. It's all ladies. There was one dude that came this time. One guy, he came with his girlfriend. He came right up, asked me for a couple drinks. And I go, he asked me for one soda, or one water and one drink. So sometimes, you know, people do that. I'm assuming, he's getting one water for himself and one alcoholic beverage for himself. I'm like, are you here by yourself? He goes, no, I came with my fiance. I'm like, oh, good for you, man. Like, she must really love you. You must really love her. This is before the show started. So I was like, you ever been on one of these before? No. I go, oh, okay. All right. Enjoy.
Are they full frontal?
No full frontal, but last night they went the furthest I've seen them.
Had their butt cheeks?
The first part of the show, they have routines. They like lip sync and like, you know, there's like dance numbers and shit. And like the first routine, like three of them, and they got a whole light show and everything. They turn around at one point, like on the beat of the music, like bam, they all jump, turn, show their asses, and then their asses just go, just their butt cheeks out. They go. I was like, whoa. That one before, and then they did like the second one at the end of the fucking act. They all their pants are tear away.
Of course.
These guys, they rip off their pants at the end. Another one on the beat, and there was no underwear, but they kept like their tearaway pants like on their cock
And your cock.
and they just
that did come out weird.
It's gotta be a wardrobe malfunction.
Were they waving around? Flopping?
Yeah, they was fucking flopping around. So then they got off the stage. Those two guys got off the stage and walked through the crowd of women. Who these women are fucking like animals. I'm telling you. So in this show, like the thing that they do, I always tell everyone, look, if this is your first time seeing us working this event, the first 5 minutes you are going to be in a moment of shock. Like it's going to be shock and awe. So like I'm not gonna yell at you if you're standing there like kind of like frozen for a little bit. But like at a certain point you gotta fucking get to work. But so
Like cock and awe.
so yeah, the difference is so these ladies
Ooh la la.
they pay extra to go up on stage with the guys, and the guys sit them down in the chair and they fucking like pump their face like straight up. They bend them over, slap their ass. They like it's fucking nuts. And the ladies are screaming, whoa, whoa, like touching them and like
It's
so
all
I'm like, no, it's like, some old ladies come with their daughters, who come with their daughters, like 3 generations. Yo, it's fucking insane.
We have a friend who used to do that.
Are they in like a certain mood that they like act creepy towards you? because you're good looking.
That's why, you know, I don't really bartend that much anymore. But when these events happen, I put 2 guys behind the bar, and I'm one of them because I'm gonna make, you know, $500 easy within 2 hours. And yeah, they definitely get a little inappropriate with me, but it's nothing I haven't seen before.
You can handle. You can
I can
protect
handle
yourself.
it. But you know, one thing that I was bringing up to someone last night, like, yo, imagine if like guys acted like this at a strip club.
Yeah, you
imagine
can't.
Like,
Ill.
the yelling, like just woo, woo. You know, like you go to a fucking gentleman's club, by the way, which is a very funny name for it.
They're all thinking, I fucking get these whores home.
Gentlemen.
Everyone silently plotting. Just
it's silent. That's my point though. Just like
because we're all creepy as fuck.
I like to. I have a joke. It's like you go to the bathroom, or everyone there has an erection. Every guy.
In the
so
bathroom?
like if you have. No, I'm just saying, like,
well, hello, it's me, a man with an erection. How are you, other man with an erection?
Exactly. You have a conversation.
That's my favorite impression.
You both have boners and just talking to each other. Like, what's up? Like,
hey, welcome to Bonercast. We're here live from the Bone Zone HQ downtown in Philadelphia. Tell us about your boner.
Everyone's tucked. It's
we were the Babylon Brothers at the beginning of this podcast. Now we're the Boner Brothers.
The Broners.
My buddy, I want to create a character off of this thing my buddy does when he like gets nervous. He like overcompensates in like the wrong direction. So like he has he's married and they're friends with a couple who everybody assumes like the husband's, you know, poly or closeted gay or something. And he's a real nice guy, but he dresses like Harry Styles and he paints his nails and he wears the fucking pearl necklace shit. And he just, I don't know if he's just trying to be like an extra and I'm an artist or, you know, everybody just kind of thinks he's gay. And there's a good reason because he's a writer and he'll send us these things for notes and every single fucking story is about a married guy who has these gay fantasies.
Oh, come on. You don't even need to read between the lines. That's all right.
But like to the point where it's so blatantly obvious, but nobody says anything that we're like, is he just like fucking with us to see when somebody will actually speak up and be like, yo, bro, like, what's the deal?
Is this about you, man?
Yeah, like, it's always a married guy described like you. He was banging some guy. So my friend, my writing partner, my buddy Gabe, he just gets so like, because he's a really nice guy. He's thoughtful. He doesn't, you know, make jokes the way I make jokes. And so he's always, he'll overdo it. And they had a conversation recently, and this is the character, the point of everything, where they're talking about gay stuff. And he was just like, you've never, you know, even fantasized or like watch porn? And Gabe got so uncomfortable. He's like, no, like, honestly, he's like, I wish, you know, he's like, I wish that I did. He's like,
I've said that to people before. I wish, man, like,
like, it's so cool. Like being gay is the coolest. Like, and I wish I was, but I'm just not. But like, man, I fucking wish I could.
If I was, you would know.
Yeah, the classic.
Go in the opposite direction. He gets so uncomfortable that he's just like, I wish, you know, I fucking, it's dope to be gay. Like, I wish I was fucking gay. Like, it's so funny.
Set up a safe space for him.
Trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best.
I think there's a hilarious character there who just like overcompensates in directions that go against, you know, like his personal boundaries and beliefs just to avoid like awkward conversations. He'll just like sign up for anything or agree with anything.
And then like when he like says goodbye, he like kisses you on the lips. See, dude.
Every time.
Like what the fuck was that?
What?
We were giving.
No, I wish I liked that. I wish I liked that.
Well, fucking what's his name from Good Neighbor stuff? I already kind of did that. What are these strong guys or something?
Oh yeah, Kyle Mooney.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Best sketch ever.
That's like one of the original.
We're giving him on his gay story, and Gabe got so uncomfortable. He's like, it's like Training Day. It reminds me a lot of Training Day.
What?
Wow.
We're all like talking about. He's like, like two guys.
What?
That's his fantasy.
Take himself out of that was the funny, and it's a gay like romance thing. He's like, yeah, it reminds me of Training Day.
Training.
So uncomfortable.
Have you ever had a guy like sort of like come on to you?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Hundreds of times.
all over.
I've never had that.
Where have you been?
What was that, Zach?
On me, in me. These men have come everywhere.
Yeah.
Not just come on to you, but
Oh, like
And I wish.
I meant
he,
business.
There's the I wish.
I fucking
wish.
And I wish I liked that,
wish.
God.
My one buddy has a response anytime we like make a gay joke. He'll just be like, "Yeah, you wish," and it's the funniest fucking thing.
That's good.
Oh, you're fucking gay. He's like, "Yeah, you wish," and it lands still time. Yeah, you wish.
We're gonna have to steer away from this topic in the future. We can't always end up.
Yeah,
Here.
you wish.
No,
Fucking wish.
damn it! They got me again. Shit!
Shit.
Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about. Have you guys seen the 2 hour footage of Kanye? The new
The doc?
documentary.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I want to see it.
You'll like it. You'll really like it.
Tiring as fuck. It'll get you going.
Yeah, they show so much stuff that you
It's
want
a
to.
new. Yeah.
It's also
But-
sad too at the end because you're like, oh, he became such a crazy fucking mess.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not Zach. That's not what Luke's talking about.
Oh,
What?
Not the Netflix documentary.
No,
The
there's
leaked one.
there's a leaked like B-roll of a documentary that he definitely might still release, but there's like 2 hours and 30 minutes of him just in like 2018 to like 2020 of him like in the studio, just so many creative scenarios, but it really is inspiring, especially the music thing part for me, because it's just you hear a lot of songs that you've heard him release. Especially it was during the time of when he was like making Kids See Ghosts and everything, but also during the time when he was in Wyoming, and you could tell when he's like getting off the meds, and the thing with him, man, it's so hard to keep up with. I can't imagine like hanging out with him. He's just idea after idea, these like unrealistic ideas, and I had to stop it when he was like creating. He wants to create like a community in Wyoming with like housing, and like everything is soft, and there's slides for children, and it's the most minimalistic, which is like not him at all, and it's so like it's just never going to happen, and he's hiring architects
Manic.
like
Manic. He's a manic. He was getting to the point of being a manic bipolar billionaire, which is a dangerous thing, especially when you don't have one in your life that can, that loves you, that can really, do things that somebody loves you needs to help you do.
Because everyone's going along. They're all going along with it, and he's saying these crazy things, these crazy ideas, and they're all like, "That's great." Like Pharrell's even doing, like everyone's sitting there because he's setting up these meetings, and he's got staff, and he's paying them, so nobody's telling him no, and I really suggest watching it.
We were talking
Go ahead. What?
Which is about Drake, how nobody was just like, hey, dude, this album blows. Nobody fucking said it to him.
Hey guys, I gotta go meet some guys. You guys can keep going if you want, but I gotta split. Say hi to Pete for me.
Okay. It's
I'm gonna leave it up.
still recording?
I'm gonna leave it up and recording. I just gotta go meet somebody.
Okay.
Now
To go in like 10 minutes anyway.
Now we can
Or whatever.
Now we can fucking get into it.
Get out of here.
He leaves his mic on. He's like, thank God.
You guys didn't listen?
Robert Durst. They got you.
Of course I did it. I'm going to call Pete right now.
All right, say, what are you gonna say? I'm so excited.
Um,
Talk about Steely Dan. Oh,
you
get
gonna
him.
call me back? Yeah. All right, call me back. Is that a power move? Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Bye. Oh shit.
He sounded a
I
little
think he's
moody.
mad.
Here's
I
what
think
you should propose a Steely Dan band to him and be like, don't tell Cole.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I gotta pee. 1 sec. I'll put on mute.
And try to
Oh no. What?
just-
What was that? What he didn't say I loved you. No, Luke. Your dad loves you. He said whatever, Luke. Is it because you?
He doesn't know that we still.
Is
Hey,
it
bud.
because you that one time in high school when you were talking about squirt and you talk about a wet dream you had and you squirted everywhere? No, Luke.
He is peeing this time.
Yeah, that's
He
nice.
definitely saw you trying to squirt that one day, and that's why he didn't want to talk to you there.
Wonder if he knows men or
Trying to squirt.
I think Luke thinks peeing is squirting.
God,
That's
just squirting, just squirt, just a little bit more. Luke. Just come on.
It'd be so funny.
He does. He does. Apparently, he just said, just squirt a little more.
I'm squirting. I'm fucking squirting.
Classic guy peeing. That's how guys talk when they pee.
I was about to squirt in my pants. So hard. All right,
Here he
I'm
comes.
back.
Don't even say it.
Let me. All right, gonna
Hey. Yep. Can't hear you. Chicago Bulls. I know. What was that?
Oh shit! Oh, did you guys get that?
No.
Yeah.
Didn't get any of it. Nope. We lost you there for a couple minutes.
Okay, good, great. Well, I was just talking about how I was stuck in a dick, and I was like,
That's what it looked
you guys
like.
just say hi to my. That's what it looked like. It's Oscar.
I want to hear a song for next week.
I'll make something.
That'd be sick. And like, it only has to be what, like fucking 20 seconds.
Yeah, I got something. I was making it on GarageBand on Jamie's iPad, which is so much fun to use. 'Cause you could sample your voice. You can do like ha, and then play the keyboard like ha 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 ha.
Really?
So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to make
I got
something
the
that
new
not
Reason on
serious.
my new iPad.
You got Reason?
I got the new Reason on my new iPad.
Wow.
But I still have to get a few things to be able to make me like, to have the full experience.
Professional.
Yeah. I'm trying to just get back into when I'm at home, making home beats.
Yep.
That's what I've been missing for fucking years. And that's a shame.
Dude,
So,
it's funny when you were listening to my music that one day and saying nice things to me. Kemba was doing the same thing at the same exact time. And
Wow,
then,
really?
yep. And then he told me about how this like famous producer was talking about how much he loved my music. He said my music had humanity. Um, and it just made me in that moment. I was like, shit, I need to get back. I need to start.
Yeah, that's who we are.
Gotta do it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a studio anymore. I mean, I can use my laptop, but I need a setup. I had to, turn my studio into Adrian's bedroom.
yeah.
So
Oh, that was your first mistake, was fucking having a kid.
Didn't
that's
have to do
true.
that.
You fucked
Oh
up.
man, I'm happy. Speaking of that, though, I'm gonna go hang out with them. I'm gonna go.
No.
No? Okay. I'll stay. You think my dad will call me back?
Fucking better.
What? I wonder what that was about.
He's
I don't know, man. He's
just sick of your shenanigans, man. He's been his whole life. He's just putting up with your fucking shenanigans.
Hey, look, I'll say this about Dad. I wouldn't overthink it. He's a lot like me when sometimes when I don't want to fucking deal with something in the moment, I could definitely come across as an asshole. I'm working
Oh no,
on it.
I don't mind. Him and I talk every day. Like we talked today. I'm sure he's mad about something with roofing with his job. Like he's got a roof that he's got to do tomorrow.
You know what? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, clearly with you, Luke, I don't think we've ever had like a genuine argument or disagreement or like even a moment where like tempers ever flared. And then I was trying to think about Cole because we've we've spent more time together, just the two of us. And I can't think of like one time where I'm like, that guy's fucking pissing me off. You know what I mean? Like,
Cole or me?
Well, both of you, but I was saying more so Cole because we've just hung out more.
Well, we've never gotten into arguments, but we've definitely been like, all right, like
time together, gotta go.
But I can think of one time where you were probably fed up with me, but it was like one time we were out in Saratoga and I was making out with this like not good looking girl at Gaffney's for a while, and they were like, Cole, you do it one more time. Like the people that worked there were like, you gotta stop. Like if you do this one more time, like we gotta kick you out. And I was like, okay. And then like I'm just, like staring at the girl like we just go back at it like, okay, you gotta go. I'm like, all right. We left, and then we went to Putnam, and then I was like pretending to throw up, and I was doing that. And you were with me, and you were like, yeah, I could tell you were annoyed a little bit, but you were laughing, That's probably the furthest I've taken you to being like, fucking, like, oh my God, fuck this guy. With you, I mean, you've never really gotten me there either, but, I will get there sometimes on a small scale, be like, okay, dude, all right, like, if I got a few in me too, like, okay.
There was one time, and we should probably cut it, but we were looking for recreational things, and we were looking for it, and Zach, you and I walked around asking people, and we ran into a childhood friend of mine who, like, I didn't want him to know, and like I ran into him and I was talking to him and then you like, oh shit, and you like walked right up to us and the first thing he said was, we're looking for blah blah blah. And he like the look on his face and I like looked at him and I was like, yeah, we are. And then after that I remember being like, Zach, what the fuck? But it wasn't crazy. I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
So here's the thing. Like for me, I I won't fucking give anyone the light of day that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like that's something that I learned once I was maybe 22, 23. Obviously, you know, Zach, you've been a part of our life since before then, but you know, there are people that we grew up with. There were people that we were good friends with that, you know, they were just, it was, you know, I'm not going to waste my time. I got to be a little selfish, you know, in that sense. And it's just my life and my mental health, you know, like I'm just not going to fucking bother to be around anyone that I don't want to be around with, someone that could get me like that. And trust me, people get me there, you know, a few times a week, especially the field that I work in right now. Like I gotta fucking yell at people, and I don't want to. You
I
fucking
think
bet your dollar I do not want to, but you know that's the reason why. Like you know, and plus you know, I think we're all good people too. The three of us, you know, we're not gonna do something that would make
no,
any of us
I
like what the fuck, dude.
I'll get angry, and I think that if you hang around somebody long enough, like every day, and you start to uh,
Yeah.
notice their tendencies and what they, especially the ones that you don't like, and then you can predict when they're going to do it, and then when they do it, like you're going to get upset with the person, and
Yeah,
Kid
we
again?
need to communicate that
so like
better before it
roommates,
boils up.
best
Right.
friend, wife, any relationship, any sort of close relationship, you will get pissed at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Like
Cat,
yeah,
especially when you're
Oscar.
thing artistic.
well, he does this. He'll piss me off. Yeah, like Kemba and I, we get angry at each other. Um,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, Cole and me, we fought all the time, just bicker, just
Yeah.
like best friends, roommates, boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, that'll happen. Or workmates, like you just see the tendencies of a person that you work with,
yeah.
and
So
they
the meeting that I had today was with this old guy. His name's Chooch. This old Italian guy that uh, I've worked for in the past, and he always taught me a lot. Anytime I needed, you know, some type of guidance on like how to manage people, I can always reach out to him, and he can come in and kind of like whip me into shape and whip everyone else into shape. So like right now, I brought him in, and I had a long like 3 hour meeting with him today. It fucking dragged on, and he gave me some really good advice today, and it's about what we're talking about right now. He's like, look, man. He's like, Cole, this is your show, man. He's like, this all it starts and ends with you. He's like, these people that you work with. He's like, they don't have to work for you. You don't have to hire people that you don't like. He goes, so now, like in the future, when you're interviewing these people, really figure out, do you want them to work for you? Do you want to work with them? He's like, you know, like, don't you want to have fun at work? Don't you want everyone else to have fun? So he's like, you gotta,
it's
you
hard
can do
to
everyone else's jobs. You gotta, he's like, just look, you gotta find some people that are like us, like one of his things is like, you never want the person that's like so serious about life. You never want to work with someone like that. He's like, because then you're gonna look 20 years later on the news, you're gonna see that person was up in a fucking bell tower with a rifle. Like they're gonna snap at some point. He's like, you need the people that are just a little off kilter a little bit, like us. Those are the fun people that you want to work with.
Is Chooch a black man?
No, he's Italian, but he's got, bro. Like, I would introduce this guy to anyone. I'm telling you, like, I look up to this guy. He's such a cool guy, and he's like, I said to him today, he had so many phrases. Anytime you get to have a conversation with him, you hear, I love phrases. He's like,
I love freight.
he goes, I'm a BB in a bathtub. It's a phrase that he used today. I was like, what the fuck? Who says that? I'm like, never fucking heard that.
Never heard that.
I'm a BB in a bathtub, but you understand what it means. Like,
Oh, a BB.
a BB.
Yeah. I thought you said a bean, which also kind of works.
Like a BB bullet. I'm a BB in a bathtub.
Beanie.
So, a beanie in a bathtub. Yeah, no, that's just, you're just stuck in the water. You just, yeah, I guess it could be you're soaking it all in.
No, it's like it's unnecessary.
Unnecessary. Yeah. Well, oh, why are you wearing a beanie in a bathtub?
So is a BB in a bathtub. Anything in a bathtub. Who
You
takes
could say
baths
I'm a
these days?
pinball. I'm a pinball. But he says I'm a BB in a bathtub. And I'm like, that's fucking, yeah, this guy could have been a rapper.
Luke,
Yeah.
Luke, there's a great bit eventually I want you to do where like there's just some like random person laying in the bed next to you the whole time, and when you get to close it at the end, somebody was there.
No, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like at the end, like, all right, bye guys, and then you like accidentally like turn it a little bit. Like, wait, what was that?
Yeah, and Chooch is the whole
And it
time.
freezes on that.
It's Chooch.
Or actually, our fucking minds. If you got your dad, oh man, if you got your dad to lay in bed with you the whole time, and you Pete, and you just panned over and he was in bed with you. Please save.
That's good.
Wait till I forget about everything I just said, and then do it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh man.
Happy.
Yeah. And one of these days, maybe I'll have my daughter, but she'll fucking terrorize.
You can talk about Poon with us.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go though. I'm gonna hang out with my daughter. You can hear her screaming.
I gotta poop. I gotta clean up too. I got some cleaning to do.
How's your apartment?
Who's playing tonight?
Chiefs, Broncos.
Yeah, I got Mahomes on my team.
Slaughter, Denver.
Broncos.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hoping it's not going to be a blowout where they bench him in the third quarter. That pisses me off. I hate that so much.
I'm 0-5 in fantasy. I'm
Oh,
terrible.
damn.
Bro, I'm 2-3. I started 0-3. I got a 2. Like,
It's close.
I drafted Chubbs.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucked. You know, and then I have Burrow. So I made it out of that.
Yeah.
And I drafted some guys that have been, you know, I made some nice moves, but I drafted Davon Achane.
Come here.
And now
Come here.
he's on the fucking IR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's gone for like 4 or 5 weeks.
This is the shit that, like, it really just ruins my appetite for fantasy. I'm like, what the hell?
No.
Ha!
Hi there.
Yeah, I'm going to put a headphone on.
Hi.
Hi there.
Whoa, this is weird, isn't it?
That's Uncle Zach and Uncle Cole. Say hi.
know.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
You blow kiss?
Hi. Mwah. Little kiss.
Your
Little
dad
kiss.
you cocaine.
All right, we're going to go.
All right, fellas. Have a good evening.
All right,
All
I
right.
love you guys.
Whatever this
Love you too.
was good.
YUNKJunk!